Hello. Hello. I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Very good. And so, I don't be too, I don't want to really talk for very long, but I've known her for a while, like before even to do a podcast. And I started as an affiliate marketer back way back. And so interesting, we're on the conversation, we're talking about AI today because it, AI wasn't really thought of, even though I still used AI back then. Well, I think we all used AI back then. And, AI is not, it is something that I'm very heavily involved with. It's not something that, um, it's not taking over everything. I do more than just AI. Even though it's taking over, it hasn't taken over, you know, all aspects of internet marketing or anything like that. But if you're not using AI, then you're probably left behind. It was a conversation a long time ago. And now we're really looking at it like that. We're looking at like if you're not using AI, then uh, you're not only left behind because that was today's conversation, but you've missed the boat basically. You're like where it's still available for everyone. That's the really good news about AI. It's not going anywhere. And so you can always get involved in this now today, start educating yourself on what is available and things of that nature. It can be pricey if you're using different AI tools that the hot ones are like there's a couple of them that are like 100 to three maybe $100 a month to use tools, the CRM funnels and stuff like that, that you can make money. And you know seems to be a very hot topic right now in the social media. And if I talk to people, it's usually something that can be brought up in any conversation. So that's why I really like um, the AI niche for right now. It change that could possibly change. Right now, it seems like if you're smart and you want to use automation, because that's what started internet marketing. When we first started, that's why I meet up back in when me and Kurt. It's all about automation, no matter what you're doing. So why tap into AI, which given today right now, and use it to your advantage, right? So pretty much all I want to say on that topic, other than I have a system that I can use and it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's for AI automation and for lead build and money generating. It's 100% commission. It's kind of one thing that I do. The crypto market seems like it's not going anywhere either. But the problem is seeing so much manipulation in the marketplace that it seems like it's a better play to go into some of these other platforms that to try to play gambling with the crypto coins, and it's so that's kind of where it loses value. You know, I'm also in a health and wealth company. It's not just crypto and automation. I'm selling products on the internet. So Automation is definitely a part of all of this we're doing at the point. Though it's not everything. It's everything. It's not everything. If hopefully that's making sense. Because that's the point of automation, isn't it? So you can do the hard work, get the ball rolling, and hopefully you can come back later after some work was done and follow up. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys want to jump in and say anything, my question for you guys: are you using AI for automation? That was my question that I had for other people. Kind of just a general question. So,
I love AI. I love it. I just figured out how to take a box full of business cards that I've collected over the last, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Scanned them all in, told the AI here make a CSV file of this, and it did within 5 minutes. It would have taken me months to do all that stuff.
Can you elaborate on scan them in?
I just put them in my printer. And, I have an Epson EcoTank, and I just put them on the table, scan them in through the app for it,
Right.
and it'll come up with a picture. And then I just took the picture, put it into. I used Claude and said, "Here, can you scan all this stuff and put them all into a CSV file?" And it did.
I've noticed a lot of people are talking about they use Claude and they love it.
Mhm.
Um, and one of my partners here in Utah, haven't really done a project with him, but what he says that is his favorite. So yeah,
Yeah,
I, I hear
I
really
love
a
it.
lot of good things.
So,
Do you pay the subscription? Or do you just use the free version?
No, I just use the free version right now.
Got you. Got you. That's cool. And I'm learning more. I want to try it really doing it. So
Dr.
sorry,
it
Brian.
actually
yeah, Brian. So, um, I sometimes have arguments with Claude. So I just want to be clear because sometimes I feel like I'm tech competent and other times not. So I could put, let's say, 10 business cards or 20 business cards on my Epson EchoTank screen or glass,
But
hit
yeah.
scan to scan it,
Mhm.
upload to Claude and say, take each card and put it in a CSV file.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. It
Yep. I've got
probably
like I've
I
got the
had
same issue you have. I've got the uh yeah, I have like 200 cards. I just uh set up um I can't remember. Maybe you were in the same networking group. I'll look him up and connect you if you want. But his company's called First Connect, and it's a
mhm.
white label of Go High Level. And I got him 10 referrals, so he's helping me out for free right now while I don't have part-time or
Nice.
full-time work at the moment. And
Yeah.
uh, he just set up my text numbers. So I want to take all those business cards and text and email at the same time, saying, hey, we haven't caught up in a while, but you're right. It would take me 2 weekends to one at a time type everybody in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was the biggest pain in doing it was just doing the scanning part of it. It probably took me because I had 200 and like 35 cards, and some of them I didn't scan in just because they had no real reason to. But yeah, scan them all in. I put on mine, I can put 10. So I scanned it in. It comes up as a picture. I just took that picture, and moved it over to Claude and said, "Hey, I want to do a. Can you make this into a CSV file?" And it did. Within probably 5 minutes,
Yep.
it was already all the scan. It all had the different columns. Uh, it separated names, phone numbers, email addresses, what the company
Perfect.
was. I even had it even separated one of them into where it actually met them. So yeah, it was really easy. That was, like I said, that was probably the biggest hassle, was just getting it scanned in.
Okay. And then one more help question, and then I've got a tip for all of you listening on the Ability World podcast that aren't here live. Can you, Brian, tell me the name or just put it in the chat real quick? I just switched to Mac and I need the app to do the scanning from the Epson uh, printer. It's a separate thing from the print file.
Yeah, so what it does, at least on mine, I don't think I had to change it, but it just comes up as just an icon on the bottom, and it just says Epson and Epson ET, and then the model number. Yeah, you just open that up.
You know what? I'm going to do it while you're talking. So I'm going to hit
Okay.
print.
Yep. So when you
Wow.
open it
It
up,
says call Brian Lucy. No, okay. So I've got my I've got my
it
printer.
might say that.
I've got the
Yep.
printer
And
open. Okay.
yep. So
Default
when you
settings,
pull
copies
up,
and pages.
so when it pulls up, it's the top right hand corner, and it looks like a scanner. It looks like looks like a scanner. There's
You know
three little
what?
buttons furthest to the right on the top.
Emily, can I share? Sorry, we just watched
Yeah.
the Tom Hanks thing. Here we go. All right, so let's go to Zoom, share. So this is if I was going to print this Word document.
So hit cancel, and then
Oop,
oh,
sorry.
I must have canceled
Okay,
that.
let me go back to share. Okay,
And then on yours, it should be,
here's the print.
yeah. Yeah, see, this is different than the one I've got.
Yeah, it's
So,
different than Word. All right,
so
I'll
what it
call Epson support or ask AI.
yeah. So what it does, I can show you my screen.
Sure.
We'll
And
just be in a
for
sharing.
for anybody watching this podcast, if you are looking for work of any kind, Claude is now attached to Indeed.com. So you can put a prompt and say, um, don't exaggerate my skills, don't falsely exaggerate or poof me up. Use my last resume, please revise it to these kinds of jobs. And I've applied for 15 training jobs this week.
Nice.
All right, Brian, you're up.
Okay. And whether this actually works or not. Okay. So if you can see the screen,
It'll come up in a minute.
so right here, this is the little icon that I was telling about. It looks like
Where,
a bottom left.
yeah, your Echo Tank. Yeah.
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 So So when it comes up, it's this little icon here, and it
Right.
looks like a scanner. You just you click on scan, it'll come. Well, I have it turned off right
Right,
now.
right. No, I got it. I recognize all of that. I just have to, it's actually a download for to get that there. It's a separate thing from print
Oh,
as
gotcha.
far as I remember, but I'll just go to Claude and ask it.
Yeah. So you hit this, it'll come up. Once it does, then you have to like click and drag over the area that you're trying to scan, and then you can set how clear you want the image or DPI and
Yep.
all that. It's yeah, it's really easy
Perfect.
except when it's not.
Right. No, and I definitely got um, I'm further ahead
Yeah.
and I'm learning, I don't want to say the hard way, but
Yeah.
the better I ask any AI program to do something. So I'm
Yeah.
using Gemini right now because it's free and I
And I think just go to Epson's
yeah,
website.
I'll go to the Epson site and download that. And then I will uh,
Hi, John.
Gemini's good. Meta,
using graphics to create a graphic for this LinkedIn event, and sometimes Gemini will put in their logo. So I'll
Yeah.
ask Claude to take that out, or ask Gemini to take that out, or it'll put I upload my picture and John's picture will come up in the graphic. I'm like, come on.
Hey, there's a pretty picture.
Yeah. John, what are you drinking?
A little coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too early for anything else.
5 o'clock somewhere, as my substance abuse clients would say.
That's right. That's right. So Dr. Brian, I'm sorry I missed. Tell me a little bit about what you do. We always have such interesting people on here.
So I'm a PhD in clinical psychology, multiple experiences in maximum security prisons, substance abuse, children, adolescents,
Oh,
parenting skills, and I worked 15 years for a seminar company doing leadership, communication, and conflict resolution training. And I am, after COVID, decided I've got to find a way to speak, train, and coach full time. And I learned the hard way. Um, I've got to have a crystal clear branding statement, and I think I'm closer than I've ever been. And I am hungry for training opportunities. So I'm sending out proposals to companies. I'm in the Las Vegas, Henderson area
okay.
to get that going. I do CEO executive suite coaching. I teach CEOs and other leaders how to make better decisions under pressure. And then I coach regular leaders just what happens to your life when you get promoted, because they don't tell you you just lost half your social life, and they don't tell you how to do a performance review, and they don't tell you how to coach and train during the year, because if you do that, performance reviews are no problem because everybody knows their progress every 3 months at maximum, I would say. I like to
Oh,
touch in with everybody monthly and let them, where do you want help? What do you want to grow in? Da 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 da. And how do you move up from there? And that's where I'm at, but I don't have cash flow at the moment, so I'm looking for remote or in-person training opportunities with a consulting group or business.
well, it's interesting. We work with exactly the same markets, everything from prisoners to CEOs to business people, doing very complementary but very different things. And I live in Las Vegas, Summerlin. So
Oh, we've got to talk and meet. What are you kidding me?
exactly. That's right. Pretty close. Um, So my program actually, I've been working with leaders for almost 20 years. Where I help people, it's not the psychology level, which is really important, right? There's so many great people helping people think better. Mindset is so important. That's like the operating system of our brain because everything filters through there. And what I do is I just upgrade the processor. So originally my program was contract for the Marines, and I trained Navy SEALs and snipers. And now, as I said, I work with business leaders, professional athletes, also people on the other end of the spectrum, everything from autism to ADHD to dementia to strokes, basically by rewiring the brain very quickly to be more efficient. So I've partnered and certified many people in your space because they complement each other so well. I don't do what you do, you don't do, but we can. So we should definitely talk about some collaboration or something along those lines. Make sure you put your information in the chat.
I'm going to do that right now for you. And
I'll
thank
do
you.
Yeah,
Do you know,
absolutely.
I'm sorry, Brian and Emily and anybody else listening in, Marianne, um, do you know James Ritchie? Have you been to the Jewel Fit
Oh
gym
yeah,
right
oh
on?
yeah. Good friend of mine. I actually was with him when he first started his back in the old office.
Okay.
So he's amazing. That you to get a full body workout in 25 minutes is incredible.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
that.
Oh, it's incredible. You will. So James' machines, it's all AI based. So it's customized to you. 5 different machines, and you work your body on the negative both ways.
Right.
So you're completely, totally muscular, right, Dr. Brian? I mean, you're like
Yeah.
totally exhausted in about 25 minutes.
Yeah. And
It's
he
really
has,
amazing.
he now keeps it cold. So let's say you're a business person, or I can only work out right before I go to a consulting training or something. He, you could work out without sweating because the goal is not sweat, it's maximize
Right.
your muscle strength. And he's also got two Michael Jackson chamber. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're called hyperbaric chambers. I call them Michael Jackson chambers because that's how he healed his head after he burned his hair in the burns center.
Ah, hey,
But
great.
it's remarkable. And they're not yet, but Brian, they are starting plans to expand and franchise all over. So when my friends ask me, well, what's an AI gym? I said, you walk in and he just looks at you and you change. And they go, you're kidding. I said, yes. I said, you work out, but you're pushing and pulling against yourself. But
Yeah.
the computer measures your own strength. So every time you come in, it's a little harder and a little harder and a little harder. And I got to tell you, friends of mine, oh, well, not even friends of mine. I I've lost 3 inches off my waist. Friends of mine have commented that I'm standing straighter, and it's all because of the workouts. And
Yeah.
I love
Sure.
it because I tend to be hyper picky and a germaphobe. So when I go to a regular gym, if I want to work out with free weights, I give myself 5 minutes. And if I can't find the weights that I want, or the weights, 5 pound discs or whatever, I'll go to one of the employees and they'll say, oh, you just have to walk around and look at it. I said, no, for
Huh.
$34 a week, you need to go around and look at it. And you need to carry a towel
Right.
around you to wipe off the machines
Yeah.
Right.
because, that's your role. And my role is to be able to touch a clean machine without somebody else's sweat.
Yeah.
But his place is immaculate.
Yeah.
Put,
Yeah.
put
Jan,
the,
he's been working on it for a long
chat.
time.
Say it again, Brian. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say put that information in the chat because I would love to find out about that.
I will put you in right now.
And by the way, in my signature there's a chance we can set up a quick Zoom. And what I've been doing a lot of demonstrations. So in 15 minutes, I can take you through how my program works, and I guarantee you'll be thinking faster with more focus in just 15 minutes. So I kind of, so James and I used to joke about this, right? So I kind of do for the brain what he does for the body. So I make the brain work really, really hard in a very short amount of time, and it changes extraordinarily fast. And James does the same thing with the body. He makes it work really hard in a short amount of time, and it changes extraordinarily fast. So we used to talk about that a lot.
I will absolutely book a call with you, but then when I go to the gym, I'm going actually tomorrow, and
Okay.
then you go 3 days later, right? Be happy to
Yeah.
set up a in-person meet, but I will, anything you can do to help my brain to be clearer will be
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, so let's start with the Zoom. So one of the things about when I moved here from Chicago, I never had a car. So I have a car here. I Zoom everywhere. I mean, I actually Uber, I walk everywhere, which is great for my exercise. So let's start with the Zoom, and then we can meet up in person sometime. We can meet up,
Sure.
coffee or something like that. Make sure you tell James I said hello when you talk to him.
I will.
Because we were back in the old days, it was only once a week, and now he's added the second workout, which for even better results. But you're right, complete total body workout, no sweat.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I don't know if you still think, I don't know if you still
Go
think
ahead.
about this, but his original goal was to set these up in shopping malls so women could come in and get a workout during their shopping day, right? There's no sweat or anything. And they really, so I don't know if he's still going that route or not, but I thought that was an intriguing idea.
No, I told when when he was bouncing ideas off of me, I said, "Yeah, if you're targeting women, I will be the manager of that shop, so no problem whatsoever."
Yes, right,
I do.
right.
I'll do it too. I'll do it too.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so anyway, it's and Brian, I put the gym link in the chat there for you.
I got it.
Yeah.
So James, or John, you and I have to go into like a networking group together. Once we get our
Yeah.
1 minute thing done, we'll just stand next to each other and say, anybody who wants instant change, please just stand next to us and we'll transform you
Right.
through
Will transform you. Right.
thought. So no, it's amazing how it's like I've been telling friends about JewelFit, and I guess this is my hardship. Hardship is the wrong word. Headache in marketing myself. It's like colleagues of mine or friends of mine will, I've stopped telling them about what I'm going to do because I find friends don't buy anything, but they go, well, the gym's in Summerlin. And I said,
Recording
well,
stopped.
yes. And what's the problem? Well, we
Yeah.
don't drive that far. And then people in Summerlin go, well, we don't go to Henderson. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not asking you to come at 5:15 p.m. during weeknight traffic. All I'm doing is asking you to visit a gym to see if it's a better experience for you, and it's free to start. I
Yep.
said, I come from Los Angeles. If you drive 20 minutes east or west in this city, you're either in Summerlin or you're in Henderson. If you drive
Right.
10 minutes,
Right.
you're in downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
So this isn't a long trip. Get it?
Right. Well, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you know Harvey. Good to see you. We were just talking about a friend of ours who has called JewelFit. It's an AI-based workout program. So in 25 minutes, a total body workout. It's incredible how I've done it. Brian's done it.
Yeah, no, he's got it
Just
down to 15 now. So
15. Wow. Yeah.
What are the age requirements?
8 or I think 6 with parent supervision to as long as you don't have any medical issues.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be 80 and go.
Now, Harvey, you're in Phoenix, right? Am I correct?
No, we're in a different part of hell. We're in Dallas.
Oh, okay. It'd be a little bit of a long drive for you to try this out.
Well, Dr. Harvey, you just get in your Learjet, you fly in and out. It'll be
Yes.
perfect.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I think that's great. Is it? This is obviously something that's supervised. It's not
Well,
unsupervised.
well, there's
He,
always
if you
someone
know what
there.
you're doing, like I'm sorry, John, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Good.
Yeah,
Well,
he starts you off. In other words, it's different than it's the same equipment you've seen in a gym, but you're doing something different because you don't have the weights. So it feels very weird to push against your own strength. And
yeah,
then now when you're at the gym and you push the bar out, it automatically starts coming back. So you're just holding against it. Well, now you have to pull it back. So you're using your strength backwards and forwards.
yeah.
And same thing when you do the leg exercises. So it's just a little weird. He stands next to you because he doesn't want you to break the equipment or hurt yourself. But, he's got a guy literally won the world's strongest man contest, and he stands next to him too. But
Brian Paul.
he
Well, we,
boy, does he ratchet up the computer to make it a harder workout for him.
well, the genius of it and why so, and actually, I remember now we actually did it in his house before he moved to his first place. But what it's AI based and it's all, I guess it's pneumatics or something, but basically it remembers you. So when you go there, when you work out, it will remember what you did last time. And it shows on a graph, it shows your peak effort, where you're tapering off. And so it basically customizes it every time and it remembers you. So every person's got a profile and it customizes it to every time you work out. And that's kind of fun because you can see your strength get stronger, right, Brian? I mean, you can actually see the improvements besides feeling them.
Oh yeah, no, it's got a computer graphic right there. So
Do you
it's
compete against the machine
no, you compete against your own
yourself?
Yeah.
strengths and weaknesses. So in other words, you're going to work out once. He coaches you, push a little harder, do this, do that. The computer measures you. And then if you want, you can do the next workout after a couple of minutes. And then every time you come back, you're competing against yourself, your own strength. Now, what he does is he sets the computer to be a tiny bit harder for you. And then if it's too hard, he readjusts it. So
So
Well, it
what
actually,
he's
I think it
doing,
adjusted on its own. I
that
think it,
might be true. Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Here, I'll give
That's
you
the
my
axe
favorite tech
component.
line. I know the workout works because my waist is smaller and my posture is better. The rest of that is some tech guy in a lab.
There you go. That's right. That's right. That's right.
But I'll tell you, the place is super clean. And I'm forgetting his wife's name. When he was out doing something, she was coaching me. She is harder than he is. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
push harder, get your legs into it. Come on. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
so
Is it,
this is isometrics then?
You could think of it like that, but with
Maybe.
isometrics, you're pushing against your body. With this, it's a computer reading your strength. So with your body, and if I'm wrong, John, let me know. I think you would, it's unless you're a trained athlete or armed forces person, it's hard to push yourself harder pushing against yourself. When you're pushing against the machine and you get coach saying push harder, pull harder, you do give it that extra effort and the computer measures every step of that.
And I think he put the list. If you want to check out the website, Harvey, I think you put the Drill Fit link
Yes,
in
I
the
did. It's in
chat.
the chat.
Yeah, you can see the machines. Um,
And a couple of videos.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty amazing. So Harvey, what have you been up to lately?
Well, John, I gave you that guy's name,
Yep.
and I've got to figure out a way to introduce you. But he would probably be interested in what you do.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
I went to his Monday. I went to his Friday night group, and God forgive me, I haven't seen that many crazy people since I left the St. Louis State Hospital. in one place. But these are people who need help. They are veterans.
Okay, yeah, do a lot
now-
of work with vets.
Well, but I'm thinking he's opening up some centers where your program could be very helpful for them.
Right, right.
We were trying to get these people to do Maury's program,
Yeah, that would be good.
but I don't think that's a place for you. I think that what this guy runs is a viable place for you. That's why I said just look at the website.
Yeah,
Which is Maury's
yeah,
program.
exactly.
Brain entrainment.
It's a headset's really, really a brilliant. Maury sometimes hops in here. But whereas mine is,
We'll try to get him to introduce you because he's got the relationship.
mhm.
I was just there for Maury and for Charlie, and that was the only reason. I mean, I didn't even say anything. I know you find it hard to believe, but I sat there. I sat there watching, and that was sufficient for me. But there are some people in that group that would benefit, and you've got the credentials having done this for the military, and I think he would be. I think he would be.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I will. And we actually, the guy who's building out our infrastructure, our Go High Level infrastructure, is a Marine who just very nice of him to do. So we helped. He had very severe dyslexia. He could barely read. So after a few sessions, he reads perfectly now. So because of that, he's helping us with our infrastructure, and he's building out an online program to kind of unite all the vet support organizations in the country. And so they might be interested in him as well. It's just a way for them to share resources and everything else.
Let me tell you, when you have case studies like that, you should back those up with a even giving the Stanford reading test. And I don't think you have to have a license to give that. You need to give something because when you say this guy was dyslexic, that may or may not be, but he couldn't read, that's for sure. Well, then let's see what happened.
Well, yeah, he was tested before it. I mean, I don't do any assessments. We just let the brain do the work. But I'm sure he had one before because that's what he was diagnosed with. Maybe have him do another one now, right? So we can have the before and after.
Well, yeah, but you're going out to sell people something they can't see.
Right.
Well, they can see the before and after results of the testing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we have done that in the past. Young man who severe concussion after 3 weeks, passed his neuropsych test, which they didn't think he was going to be able to do, and he didn't have to go to the day therapy anymore. So we have a lot of results like that. But you're right. I mean, some more kind of established testing like this is a before and after. People tell us that one of the people we help with autism, these parents had invested thousands of hours just trying to get his reading up to 200 words per minute, which was that was the goal. He never could get above 195. Again, one session he was up to 203. So we have those and that was a standardized reading test they use for autistic kids. So maybe put all those in one place. So yeah, no, that we should do more of that. The best thing really is that demo. I gave you it, Harvey, other people, so they can kind of experience. And then the metric we use that we've been using for 15 years is just that speed of processing timing. Because in order to do that, all parts of your brain have to be functioning efficiently. And so when that gets faster, then we know that these different parts of your brain are improving.
Actually, let me see if if they still make it. I mean, this is just be excellent for you.
Hey, John, does it help with memorization?
Well, it helps memory. We basically, Brian, if you haven't yet, you definitely set up a time. I'll take you through the demonstration of it. You can experience it. We get a lot of people with memory issues that because, well, there's a lot of things that happen, but I would imagine if you did some of the neural primers before you tried to memorize, it would help.
Because I would
So
like to be able to do to be able to remember better with the scripts that I use, and
yeah, yeah.
it's I
What about just studying for licensing exams and things? Could it help
yeah,
with that?
exactly.
Will definitely help with that. I mean, anyone taking the standard, I have a woman who wanted to improve her LSAT. She's already pretty close to the top. We worked together. She raised her LSAT score, which is a lot of memorization in there, by 10 full
Yeah.
points. She got just below the highest possible. So, and part of it is priming your brain with the exercises because it opens your brain up to long-term potentiation. So anything else that's coming in after that, you're going to remember faster and better. So I definitely think it could help.
It's
Um,
neuroplasticity is basically what it's doing.
It is, but it's a very unique approach to it. So neuroplasticity is our brain's ability to change from repetition. It's always changing, anything we repeat. So this program for the Marine Corps, I actually create something called robust stimulation, which basically changes the brain starting immediately as opposed to over time. It's always changing over time. And that was the big differentiator. And that's why we get such great results so fast because we're wiring the brain using this very specific type of stimulation. And amazing things happen. I mean, I'm always amazed at what people report back to me that the changes they notice.
Yeah.
So definitely schedule one, Brian. Come in, the links in the chat,
Mhm.
and I'll take you through some of it. So it's really hard to understand unless you experience it because it just sounds weird or too good to be true. But when you experience it, then it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yep, I did. I saved the chat so far. So
Oh, good, good. So,
Okay, I found this and they still give it. I thought they would be able to give it on the internet now, but they can't. But
okay.
it's a
Oh, the reading test you mentioned, the Stanford.
all you do is you you give them a sheet and you say read these words and you just mark whether they read them right or not. And each word is a different kind of difficulty that requires a different level of education. So it's based on the Stanford reading test, and it's just it's quick. It's just the whole thing takes 10 minutes. The reading, the math, the spelling, and you're getting a nice overview of how people function. Um, but I think for when you talk about reading, do you ever notice that what you do also helps spelling?
Yeah, with spelling. Well, pattern recognition is the underlying. So when you, especially for sight readers, their spelling gets better because they're recognizing the patterns that they're seeing. Now, it's interesting about this test. This would be interesting to do before and after, but the reason I don't do assessments is so many of them are focused on accuracy. When we train people, there's three criteria: speed, accuracy, and smoothness. We don't care about accuracy. If people, I've had kids, on the rights and lefts of the symbols, they'll get 90% wrong the first time. We don't care because the way the brain works is it will always change the facet where it struggles the most. So an hour later, that same kid is now getting 90% right without telling them to do anything different or whatever. And so the accuracy, focusing on accuracy, I mean, again, I have to look at this test, can sometimes add stress.
Wait, John, you're selling accuracy.
Well, but the brain becomes more accurate. No, I'm
But
excelling
this,
processing efficiency.
okay.
So I mean, accuracy improves, but like like I had a client a couple of years ago with severe retrograde and antegrade amnesia. She had an infection amnesia. And all the work they were trying to get her to help her with her memory, they were trying to get her to do it right, right? They wanted to remember how to do it right. I don't care about that. So I started working with her. And 3 weeks later, a doctor couldn't believe the improvements because we want the brain to do what it needs to do what we ask it to do. So if you're reading, right, you want to be able to get through pretty smoothly. And the accuracy, actually, your brain will take care of the accuracy on its own.
I understand that. But what you're looking at is a snapshot of how the brain functions.
At that time, yes.
And that's all you're looking at.
Right.
And you're doing an intervention that we call an independent variable. And for there, you want to see what happens for people in the real world.
Right.
Because if you can't, like Dr. Brian says, if you can't help me with my memory, with my doctoral qualifying exams, my God, I never want to do that again. Or the LSAT, which they're doing away with, as I understand it. Then that's what you're selling. You're selling an increased performance.
Right. Right.
And so how do you measure that performance?
Well, we measure it by, if you remember, we did that baseline. The baseline, some people get that absolutely perfect. Some people make lots and lots of mistakes, and we always time it. Now, what we found over almost 15 years now is that baseline corresponds to almost anything else we're trying to do. So neurofeedback. So you just put that up, Brian?
Yes.
So neurofeedback, that deals with brain waves, right? And EEG, right? You use an EEG, you try to get the brain waves down to alpha, theta, whatever. So we've actually put an EEG several times with neuro feedback practitioners while they do my exercises. And they're all shocked because we get right into alpha and theta like within minutes.
No, I
And
think
so-
he'd be a great connection and partner with you. So
Yeah, definitely like to talk to him because I've worked with him before. The only thing I like, so I don't compete with anybody, but I love partnering with other people who
Oh
have
yeah,
great
no,
things.
you two would get along great. Her name is Jill. I'll
Yeah.
connect you both.
Yeah, thank you. That
Sorry, I
would be
didn't mean to
awesome.
cut you off, Dr. Harvey.
No, that's cool because I like this. Like Maury and I, Maury and I, we talk about all the time, right? We're gonna sometime we're gonna do something together. We're gonna have people do mine with he's got his headset because this is what he does with his headset is amazing. The
Yeah, I
neuro
just
and
became an
training.
affiliate with him. So
And
Good.
the end result for all of this, what you do, what I do, whatever, the end result is the same. And that is you're increasing the electrical activity in the brain, which brings in more blood, which brings in more oxygen, which fixes the problem.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the end result.
And the blood is a sign. So we put an HEG, which measures blood flow through the brain, and we can see the increase. So the blood flow, you're exactly right. Increasing that blood flow that's what helps heal the brain, but it's also a sign that the brain is doing something.
Right. And all I'm saying to you is it's going to be easier for people who don't understand what you do because it's really woo-woo to understand an increase in the score of a basic reading test.
Yeah.
Now the problem with that reading test is it's just recognition. So you don't really understand comprehension. But at that point, that's all you're dealing with.
Right.
So if you want to get into comprehension, that's a whole different.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that hey, look, this kid was in the 8th grade. He went from reading on the 3rd grade level to reading on the 10th grade level after he did this.
Right.
People can understand as long as they
Right.
don't ask you what was the increase in comprehension.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's interesting.
I mean,
And we,
because
you know,
you're
we go ahead.
you say your goal is it was 200 words a minute, but what was the comprehension with that?
Well, that's just the standardized ASD, autistic um, tests that they give. So that's their standardized test for reading comprehension for someone with ASD. I don't know anything else about it. I just know that they were amazed that he was able to go up 8 points in basically 45 minutes of brain training. And that's really the thing, but I agree. I need to do more of those because from the very beginning, going back to the Marines, results were always measured on real world performance. The very first unit of Marines that I worked with was so successful. The next one, the battalion commander said, I don't care what the tests say. If these guys aren't performing better in all the testing, you're out of here. And I said, okay, great, because that makes sense to me. That's a Marine. And they did. They went from the worst to the best performing platoon in the battalion. Everything they did, everything leadership, marksmanship, anything they possibly could measure, they improved. So that's pretty much always been what because if I work with someone, they don't want to do better on a test, although that's a sign. They just want their lives to be better. It's kind of like what you guys do, right? I mean, you want their lives to be better. That's the ultimate goal of what we're trying to do. Well, and again, I love all the people in this group because we all help people in different ways, right? We're in common ways, but our goal here is to help people. That's why we do it. Um,
All right, I know you're all avoiding it. I'm going to say it. I want the red pill. And if you don't know that
yes.
reference,
Me too.
let me
All
know.
right. Well, hi, everybody. We're going to the halfway of the show here. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Hey,
called,
Mary.
I'm called the creative director by Mr. Kurt Roskoff. And we just want to shout out to the Disability Channel who supports this World of Ability podcast every Saturday. Founder Jay Stoyan out of Toronto, Canada. We also want to thank On the Mark TV out of Phoenix, Arizona, with 220 networks, and Dr. Anthony Sardelli out of Texas, who happens to be showcasing my book trailers, the Acts of Kindness series, into Denny's restaurants. And we are excited that Helene is here to join us. She is now opening up nonprofit TV in Las Vegas. And we briefly introduced ourselves the other day. And so I wanted to give a shout out to everybody here. And Santa Papa John usually rolls over, and we have the honor of Leon McLaughlin, founder of Clean Water Foundation, Seattle, Washington, joining us in a half hour, giving us an update. And so we got good things that are happening. Want to just value everybody's time. And Helene, you got two people here in Las Vegas, John Kennedy, brain training, and Dr. Brian, he's new here. And so I just wanted to introduce everybody, and Emily will showcase a book trailer. As I'm the author and Apple game developer of the Acts of Kindness series, featuring 200 folk Manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and a soundtrack by Lucy and the Perfect Wave. We're working on getting private equity funding, and Leon will update that to bring the vision, because no one has done anything with sign language characters. And my books are for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and climate change, reading level 8, 6, and above. We have additional coloring books, teaching the ASL finger spelling hermit crab. And also wanted to share with everybody, and next week, I believe it is the telethon. And we are celebrating 36 years where President Bush signed the American Disabilities Act. Wow, 36 years ago, I was a case manager with the deaf community at a mental health agency called Transitions Community Support Programs. I worked with another case manager and a certified sign language interpreter, a psychiatrist. We did placement for AFC homes. Majority got placement for working at Goodwill or mechanics in industry. Because of their hearing loss, they couldn't hear, so they did machinery piecework. I helped with getting them bus tickets, met with their families. We had group support there and took them over to DSS, Department of Social Services, to make sure they qualified for the benefits. Didn't work too many hours to keep those benefits and put them in adult foster care or independent living in an apartment. What a great journey it was. And so you guys can share your stories too. They're doing this telethon next week for this amount of time, and wanted to share some of these updated events. So we'll look forward to Leon joining us. Santa Papa John usually joins. He's been reading the Acts of Kindness series books as a book club on Saturday. We'll continue that in August. August 8th is my birthday. It's Lionsgate. It's a Saturday, so we'll read the third book, Righteous Acts of Kindness, a short book featuring Pono, the Hawaiian polo pony, with a deaf rider. And we have Apple app games to go with it. And the good news is all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from Donors Choose. So it's back to school season time. We need to get this out there. And Helene, you can help us with the schools and lots of other things that are happening. We also support veterans. I talk about hearing loss. That's my background. And we have 500 million people worldwide with a hearing loss. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. I talk about tinnitus and vertigo on my own experience, and people who are veterans, they're entitled to benefits. And we had a great show Wednesday with Scott doing this amazing program in California. I can't think of the whole website, but it was called Romeo. And Romeo is retired old men eating out. Not like it's a dating site, but it's called Romeo. So Kurt hosted that Wednesday night. So you guys can check it out. If Emily comes on, she can put the links into these websites. So again, we've been having great content also as well, supporting our veterans, and we appreciate them being of service. So I want to introduce Helene here. You got two people in Las Vegas, John Kennedy and Dr. Brian, who is new to the show as well. So take it away, Helene. These guys have been talking away. I think it's some time for some feminine energy to balance this show out here. And we'll bring Kurt, Santa Papa John, and Leon will update us the last half of the hour with a book trailer. So thank you so much for being here, Helene. Tell us about Nonprofit TV and what you're doing for veterans.
Thank you so much, Marianne, and I really love what you're doing. Thank you again, and I'm excited to meet John and Brian here in Las Vegas. And yes, we just launched Nonprofit TV here in Las Vegas, which is really exciting because it's going to give opportunity to nonprofits to be seen. And right now I'm looking for different hosting venues to sponsor, to be our hosting sponsors for our television for the Nonprofit TV. So I've got some wonderful interest right now. I was at Freedom Fest last week with Barry Shore promoting his Everywhere card. But yeah, I feel so fortunate to have this opportunity, helping veterans, helping people with disabilities, helping nonprofits. Just, this is a great way for nonprofits, for businesses to be seen all over. It's a very affordable way of, we will not say advertising because it's not advertising, it's sponsoring, being seen locally, helping local businesses be seen and not spending a fortune to be seen. So it's literally an affordable way to promote your business. And we are actually looking at the local Denny's right here. They're very interested in being part of our host. I'm looking at the recreation centers, senior centers, all of them to be our host, our community hub sponsors for our nonprofit TV. So I'm making calls and I'm looking for anybody who wants to be part of this wonderful program to help nonprofits, because nonprofits are going to benefit whatever we get sponsors. They're getting half of it. So it's a win-win situation for all. So thank you.
Can you put a link in the chat for us?
I would love to. Absolutely. I will have a couple of links I could put in actually. Yeah.
Now, does it count that I'm not in Las Vegas, but I love Vegas? Does that count?
You know what? So we're actually going to be launching nonprofit TV all over the United States. Right now it is in Arizona. It is in Texas, in Florida. Las Vegas is new, but where are you located?
I'm in Colorado.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're going to be doing Colorado as well. So that'll be great. Absolutely. Let's, schedule a time to meet for sure. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I just love
can't
Vegas.
resist. Brian, you count.
It'd take me 12 hours to get there, but I love Vegas.
No, but I mean, this is going all over, so it's going to benefit people all over the United States. But certain cities right now we're targeting, it just takes time. You can only do so much,
Is it was it a 501?
But yes, it is.
Because one of the networking groups that I go to, that they have a veterans, basically a veteran spotlight, and they're trying to find groups or companies that are help with the with veterans. So this would be a good thing for me to be able to talk to about.
Totally. And I also do help with veterans, though. I am actually part of NAV USA. I'm one of the I work with the founders, and we have also different programs we work with the veterans to help veterans. And so I'm going to put that as well in there. In fact, I just had a meeting before with this young lady who actually she works with mental wellness, mental illness. And she does, she's recovering from surgery right now, but she's creating her own t-shirts. I go, wait, we have a branded store from the NAV USA that I could help her. So she doesn't have to invest so much money, and she could get her cause out and invest with the NAV USA store. Doesn't cost her anything, and she could make it like a whole big thing and benefit for her cause, benefit the veterans. So everything we're doing right now is for everyone. Emily, you have your hand up. Hi, Emily. Yeah, he's a 501c3. I know it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes, he is. And yeah, Anthony is. Dr. Anthony is. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, because they do and they call it a veteran ops, and they do it once every Tuesday morning, and it's different companies. So yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yes, I'm gonna do this.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi. So, hi everybody. I had eyelid surgery this past Wednesday. So it was a cholesterol patch, calcium buildup, and I had it done at a medical office here in San Carlos, Mexico. And it was pretty much like a dental surgery. He Novocaine me. It puffed up. I didn't feel anything really. Sounds gross, but I talked to him throughout the whole inpatient OR room, telling him about my books, telling him about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. He asked, I had swimmer's ear. I don't swim in the ocean here. I don't swim in the ocean anymore because of the garbage. And I told him how I was a sign language interpreter in Hawaii for over a decade for a deaf man. And he went out swimming at Magic Island and got E. coli in his deaf ear. And I was explaining because of the cruise ships dumping the waste. And now there's a huge garbage that's coming off of Tijuana infecting San Diego. So anyway, I'm recovering. It doesn't really hurt at all. He said it's called a generous skin. So I'm glad it's over with. And I did my research in regards to, he did it for $125 in his office.
Wow.
I would have paid $4,000 at the hospital here or $350 in the United Healthcare in Tucson. So anyway, I'm overcoming. I got the explosive diarrhea down here. Now, how did I get it? I don't know. It's a contribute to the Mexican suppliers with lettuce. Now, I hosted a 4th of July party, and I also hosted a Mexican soccer party at my place. No one else got sick, but I did. So all I can contribute is that I picked up lettuce. I didn't serve lettuce to go with the burgers, but my hands touched it and somehow along that lines. Or two, because the thing is, I know Dr. Harvey's not here. I'm just sharing. I went on July 3rd and I came down with this on July 5th. I had a full health evaluation. I had lab, stool, urine, and woman's health, gynecology, mammogram, and everything came back good except for high cholesterol. So the doctor was perplexed because I had a perfect stool. And how did I get this, right? And it's so what they're coming on the news is that the lettuce in Mexico, it's called Taylor, is the company who is bagging the lettuce and I guess supplying it to Taco Bell and has had all those outbreaks in United States. But other people have had it down here as well. So I'm trying to be not as graphic, but they're talking about on the news, the CDC, and I'm on day 13. So he gave me a antibiotic, cost me $30 down here. It's not helping. And anyway, I wanted to lose some summer weight anyway, but
Not like
so
that.
yeah, just like that.
Like that,
I'm
right.
going on day 14. I get my stitches out on Wednesday and we'll follow up. So I'm
I'm
laying
just
low.
gonna mention something odd. I hate to butt in. One is just so you know, the Taylor Farms, all over the United States, they're recalling all of it. So if you just bought a bag, you can return it. Number two, sometimes the old systems work. So if you want to have a third of a bowl of quinoa or white rice or brown rice with a little oil or butter and saltine crackers, those are all binding. So just try it maybe once or twice a day and see if it makes you a tiny bit better at first.
Oh, I'm on a baby diet. Yeah, I can't even look at food. I got rid of a lot of my stuff, and so it's bananas. I made rice. I made some chicken rice soup, but just made it in its own broth, and that's it. And yeah,
Yeah, homemade chicken soup 8 times a day, sleep and rice.
but
Lots
yeah,
of
and
water.
I'm in air conditioning, so that's a good thing. I have a pool outside my door, so I do exercise, but I'm not doing that. And the
When are
ironic
you
thing,
hosting guests of this show at your place?
I'm sorry, what?
When can we all come down and go swimming at your place?
You guys are more than welcome. And you guys should have been here. I had the best VIP seats for the Mexico FIFA games. That's how I got swimmer's ear because I was dancing like Shakira in my pool with everybody. And the doctor wanted
Marion, where in Mexico are you?
It's called San Carlos, Mexico. It's 6 hours south of Tucson. So we've been over here for 4 years
Oh.
from Hawaii. The captain of the sailboat is anchored in the Bahia. And this is where we are and doing things remotely. Now, my deaf friend that I interpreted for moved to San Diego, and I was calling the doctors for him to schedule his surgery for a hernia. And a couple of weeks ago, I talked to Dr. Harvey of, what I can be supportive for him. And
Yeah.
so ironically, he had his surgery on Wednesday. So did I. We're always in sync with something. So we're both healing. We're moving forward. I'm in air conditioning. I'm keeping it clean. I got good energy. It's just you're in the bathroom 30 times a day at least. I mean, I'm
Oh
not.
my gosh. And when you called before, I was on a meeting with that lady that I was talking about with
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad we communicated. So we're moving forward. And Leon
yeah.
said he has time because some of his projects. So he'll be joining us, and he'll be in Las Vegas in August. Dr. Brian and John. So he does events, especially at with the Bellagio with David Osborne, who's the famous pianist. They do fundraising for Clean Water Foundation. So Helene, you got to meet him. We got to get
I
some
want to meet
PR.
them. Yeah, let's plan on
You
it.
gotta get some PR for him, and he should be joining us pretty soon. So I'll get off right now and give him a little nudge, a friendly reminder. Again, we want to thank On the Mark TV, the Disability Channel, Dr. Anthony Sardelli, Nonprofit TV in Texas, who's showcasing my Acts of Kindness book trailers. And of course, you, Helene, now Nonprofit TV in Las Vegas. So
Yeah, I'm going to see if maybe Mark wants to join us today here. Let's see
go
where
ahead.
they're at. I'll text them and say,
I'll
come
connect with
join
Leon.
us. That would be a nice treat. Let's see. And then I have a 1:00 meeting that I'm doing a presentation on. So what I'm also doing, I present on Pitch, which is another platform that is like Zoom on steroids. I'm not sure if all of you know about what Pitch is, but I'd be happy to show you what it is. And wow, they've improved it a lot. They had a major meeting today. Okay, where are you?
Wonderful. So Emily, if you're listening, could you please get the cool Acts of Kindness Clean Water Foundation book trailer ready with Leon joining us? So we can share that with the audience when we're talking about. And I'm reaching out to him. So great connections today, and everybody be safe and hydrate. Heat strokes out there. Stay home. Ross, don't overdo it. My landlord's here. I just made him chug a glass of water. So push water on everybody if you have it. Drink, drink, drink.
Let's see if I can get.
For the love of water.
Do I get? Let's see.
Remember to add salt. If you're especially in Las Vegas, if it's dry, make sure you add salt to your water. Probably you too, Marianne, where you are.
You probably just a little bit of it, not just like a.
I gave you guys the challenge last week because I was doing this before I was sick. Water with Himalayan salt, and it will hydrate you. It's better than Gatorade or any juice electrolyte that you see with a bunch of sugar in it. It will hydrate you, the Himalayan salt. But I was doing baking soda and ginger and turmeric pills instead of the real vegetable because I just didn't like the taste, and apple cider vinegar. And it's a nice mocktail too, okay? So you just, you know, make it to how you like it, but baking soda is the key thing. And I've noticed less inflammation by taking it daily, just a half a teaspoon mixed in this concoction. And I've seen just the results it just feel better. And it also alkalines your body. So, hey, great news. On the Mark TV is here. Mark Bayan from Phoenix, Arizona with 220 networks. Welcome, Mark. You want to share your story? And I'm going to put up the flyer here. So we're live on the World of Ability podcast.
There's my friend.
Marianne.
220, almost 220 networks. I don't own 220 networks.
Why not, Mark? Why?
Because I own 10 Roku networks. I don't own 220 networks. I own 10 Roku networks, which is more
Okay,
than
we got to
most
make sure
people
we're
do.
not over exaggerating,
Yeah,
right?
it's 10. It's 10 Roku networks. Yes.
Okay, well, somewhere down the road, someone put it up 220. So forgive me, and we'll move forward.
No, I
So
don't know whoever. I
10
don't know.
Roku.
that's obscene. I mean, I can't even imagine. That's impossible. It would literally be impossible. Actually,
Okay.
don't have many networks,
Hey,
but
Marion,
it's okay.
do you want
So
to
how is everybody today?
off of the co-host?
So how are you? I'm so happy to see you. I just sent Anthony if he wants to join us as well. Just
Said he
we
was
could all
busy
be.
today.
Oh, he is?
I'm surprised Kurt's not here. He's usually part of his crowd.
Well, Kurt,
They're on vacation. They're on vacation, and we are handling the World of Ability.
Time out. So Kurt and Sue are on vacation from what?
Well, they're going to enjoy their relatives, and they're doing water skiing. So,
Oh, yeah, that's possible. Yeah, the water skiing thing, I understand. Yes.
yeah, they're having a
they are
family reunion.
traveling. Yes,
But I
so
was
they
just
are
trying to figure out
traveling.
what Kurt was. I was just trying to figure out what Kurt is taking a vacation from.
You're terrible.
I know, just what from? He left his chair. Is that what he's trying to do? He left his chair. Yeah, God bless him.
Oh, I like
The
these
chairman is-
backgrounds. Guess what I'm going to do, Mark?
I
I
can't
am going
imagine.
to create a new backdrop for me.
Yay for you.
Yeah. I mean, besides
How
being
come Marianne has my backdrop? That's an old one. That's an old one. She needs a new one. That's an old one.
Okay, so where's a
Yeah.
new one? I need to have
She'll
some
like this.
artwork.
She'll like this one. She'll like this one. This is my, I made this, there you go. I'll do that one. And I made this one for, I'll show you what I made for, where's
I
Booby?
love that.
Here's Booby TV.
Movie TV? What?
Booby
You're
Booby
going to
TV.
see.
I created Booby TV.
Where'd you see this one?
Booby TV.
Bobby.
And I created this one for her too.
Yeah. Isn't that sweet?
And then I created this one. This one's funny. You'll like that one.
I don't have this much talent.
I like. That's so cute.
Anthony
You are
Starfish.
so clever.
No, so what we did was, see, what happened was Anthony, he said that when he was when he was growing up with his mom told him since he was like 2, he would spread out the entire bed like a starfish, and then his wife complained too. So then I made him Anthony Starfish.
Oh my gosh.
It's from Patrick from SpongeBob.
I
Well,
love
Anthony
it.
unfortunately,
Starfish.
guys, I have to get going. But Helena, I'll get back in touch with you again about it.
Yeah, Brian, where do you live, by the way?
I'm in Colorado Springs.
Oh, so you're not in Vegas then?
No.
You're
I love Vegas, but I'm nowhere near it.
No, they were talking about me and John,
Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Brian and John. But Brian's going to
Two
fly in
Brians.
on Dr.
And I-
Harvey's
Harvey.
Learjet
I actually
visit
have to
us.
leave in 2 minutes as well. But this is always great. It's always good to meet new people. Great discussions always.
We'll see you guys
So-
later. Yeah, absolutely.
and Dr. Brian and I know each other.
Wow.
We do different
you,
networking
Emily.
events together. So yeah. Now what's with this? So Marianne, ooh, look at that backdrop she's got.
Yes, Leon McLaughlin from Clean Water Foundation, founder, will be joining us. He just walked in the door and he's going to be setting up. And he'll give us what he's doing with bringing water units worldwide to schools, hospitals, clinics. And he'll be in Las Vegas in August, so you definitely will need to meet with him and interview him. He's doing
Yes.
fundraisers, so I just spoke with him. Give us a few minutes to set him up to come on in. But yeah, that's the cover of Gold Coast Magazine, and that's who he is.
With either John's technology or Mark's technology, can we get a glass through the Zoom or not? Nobody's like, clean water through the computer. Okay.
I like that. That's
Yeah, you can actually, if you put the word love on a glass of water instead of hate, watch the crystals form healthier. And just like you talking to your body, you're 90% water. So when you put love into your system, you feel better. You see the better crystallizations. If you say hate, feel how ugly it is, and yes, disease, and they both don't coexist. So, but we're seeing what's happening around the world with AI and data centers taking over. I'm a former Michigander. I listen to people on TikTok talking about their water is just so dirty now. Bathing water, drinking water in Michigan from these data AI centers, etc. So it's a crazy world out there right now. And so Leon will give
Well,
us an update here, what he's been doing.
without getting political, I'll urge all of you to text or email your friends, to email your federal representatives, because the current Health and Human Services Director wants to get rid of
Okay.
all the
Are
Clean
we
Water
still here?
Act.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
so this is where our television, nonprofit TV, could also be great at relaying certain messages as well. Because, this is important. I mean, there's a lot of things that are facing us right now that is very scary.
Well, there's nothing like bringing back PFOAs in cookware and water.
Right?
And Mark, I love that on the mark. I'll say picture of your ventriloquist guest.
No, I made myself into a little because
Puppet.
Anthony Sardelli called me a dummy this morning for something. And I said, okay, so I turned myself into a dummy, into a ventriloquist dummy.
No, who does
I
that
didn't
look
want to
like?
say that, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I made it. I
That's
made myself.
Alfred Newman.
Anthony was being a smartass this morning, so he calls me a dummy, and I said, all right. So I turned myself into a ventriloquist dummy. I said,
Can
okay, now
you
stick your
put
hand
your-
up my ass, and then I told him to stick his hand up my ass.
Oh my gosh, you are so.
Can you put I put in the chat directly to you my calendar link, or if you want to give me yours, I need to reconnect with you.
Okay. Show you what I
would
just
like to
created too.
reconnect, I should say.
I'll show you what I just created too. Watch this. We just created this. This is fine. This is brand new. This is brand new. This is our distribution company, but now we're turning it into an app TV channel. Let's see, I'll show you. This is pretty cool.
Brian, we'll get together too. I'll make an appointment. Do you have any time later this afternoon to meet?
On Zoom, yes.
Oh, okay. Or how about Pitch?
I don't know what that is, but
That's
whatever
my
you here,
platform. It's like Zoom.
here, put my cell phone number in, just text me.
Okay.
Are you part of Steve Jameson and Phil Franklin? Are you on PXCH? You're part of that too? Damn, Helene.
Yeah. In fact, I'm one of the mentors and trainers. I train people on it. I love Pitch.
I have their commercials on the television network. They made a dog commercial.
Oh,
And
really?
it's been on. Yeah, it's been on. Phil Franklin sent it to me. Yeah, they pay me to be on TV.
Good.
Yeah, PXCH.
Nice.
Hey, how's it going, Emily? And everyone? I know, been traveling, putting together these fundraisers. We just had a really successful one last week for Venezuela. So over 750 children gonna have clean water. We got another fundraiser coming up next week, a garden party with an opera singer. So we're looking to add more water units with the other ones that we have for Venezuela. So things are going really, really well.
So
Yeah.
Leon, we want to introduce you to Helene here. She is new, starting up nonprofit TV in Las Vegas. And we have Mark from On the Mark TV with 10 Roku networks here. And we have Dr. Brian, who's in Las Vegas. So you're going to be in Las Vegas in August.
Yeah, I'll be there August 11th to the 18th. I just left 2 weeks ago. We're working with some artists that will be performing for our fundraisers for our Coffee for a Cause, Water for Children fundraisers, which is awesome. So we got like David Osborne. He plays at the Bellagio, one of the greatest pianists in the world, played for 7 different presidents. He just did the Obama Center, played right before Stevie Wonder, played at Jimmy
Wow.
Carter's funeral when Jimmy Carter actually had it in his will when he passed away. He wanted David to play. You can Google him, David Osborne, and he's in Las Vegas. He plays there usually Thursday through Saturday, right there in the main lobby at the Perosion Room. When you go into the main lobby, it's to the right, the lounge. Yeah, so we're working with him. We're working with the twins out of Harrah's. They do the dueling pianos,
Right.
and a few other groups down there. So I'll be there, yeah, August 11th to the 18th. Yeah,
Well, I look forward to meeting with you.
that will be totally wonderful. Yeah,
Dr. Brian will meet with him, huh?
yeah, that'll be great. I'll put my number in the chat.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, then we'll connect up. That'll be wonderful. I'll be staying downtown actually.
And Leon, do
Oh,
you already, I'm sure you do, but do you already have your venue for your stay here and events? in
Yeah,
August?
we're working on that right now. I'm meeting with the artists to put a deal together. We're gonna be doing Las Vegas, Miami, Hawaii. So we're waiting on the funding from this private equity company. So I'm getting with the artists, talking
Well,
about the dates that we're gonna have the event, and who will be performing. So we're working on that right now.
if you need an MC, Mark and I will join you flying all over to those locations. I'm a professional speaker, but also just so you know, the Autonomous Hotel is a new hotel in Las Vegas, but it's off the strip. The advantage is there's no casino and no smoking, so that people won't leave if you have anything during the day, to run off to the casino after lunch or whatever. But it's also very high tech. And then there's the Ahern Hotel right
right.
next to the strip. I can put those in the chat for you if you want.
That'll be great.
But again, if you want the MGM Grand, you're on your own. I don't have a connection there.
No, that'll be totally wonderful. Totally wonderful. Yeah, send that in the chat. And I just sent my phone number in the chat. And I'll actually send you the latest link on what we're doing. So we're doing Water for Children around the world. We're working with Mariana, doing some unbelievable great stuff. Yeah, I'll send you exactly what we're doing. And I'll put it in the chat and you can check out the link.
Great.
What they say, working together works. So
It's all
you
about,
guys live in Las Vegas?
yeah, we
Yes,
live in Las Vegas.
Helene and myself are in the Vegas area.
Okay, perfect. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And do you want me to, I'm going to just put it in the general chat and everybody can take a look.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm sending what we're doing too, so check out the link. Yeah, you'll see the latest on what we're doing with the artists and everybody. Here we go.
Emily, could you be kind to show that book trailer, please, for Clean Water Foundation?
Yeah, I just sent it in the link on what we're doing. You could check that link out. And yeah, like I said, I'll be there August 11th to the 18th. Let's definitely get together.
This is exciting. All these talented people all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we're working with Mariana on distributing her characters, doing fundraising events, a percentage to go for clean water around the world once we get this funding on a private equity company that we're working with. And that should be happening really soon. It took a little while to get all the rounds together, but now the people that's in our round is now going for funding like next week. And once that funding come through, that's when we're going to be planning on doing these events. So pretty cool. Yeah, you'll see that link I put in the chat. Check it out, and then let's try to get together.
Let me chirp in here for a minute for what he's all this stuff he's doing. What about, let me ask you a question. I understand that once you go to these events, okay, and you're doing these events, and then the event is over, okay, and then what happens to all that content? What happens to all the content you're creating at that very moment?
We have what they call a 24/7 marketing tool that we use called Accessibility 24/7. Then they put that content out for advertising.
To where?
24/7 on their platform.
And how many people are viewing that platform on average?
Access Mobility, they're the ones getting funded. It's going global. So to be going all over the world.
Well, I own 10 Roku networks, all right, which is and we own On the Mark TV, Nonprofit TV, and here's the one you're going to really like. We own Diversity TV, okay, which is our cultural channel, all right, which is now NFL athletes, NBA athletes, MLB athletes, all these athletes and celebrities are now trying to buy into, and we also have over 100 affiliate channels, and we also have 100 brick and mortar too. So we're not only just we're not only a global television network, we're also Nonprofit TV is now in over 100 facilities and more. We're now getting put in over 400 American Legions and VFWs across the country. And matter of fact, he's helping us put us in a 42 Denny's in Las Vegas and the areas surrounding it. And then we also have brick and mortar. We also have affiliate networks all over the country in Texas, Florida, LA, Vegas. We have channels all over, affiliate channels that On the Mark TV is on. And then we have Diversity channel that's being picked up by affiliate over-the-air antenna all over the country too. Plus, we're on 400 brands of television across 4 continents. We're on LimeX, Freecast, Bitmo. We're on India APK. We reach close to 1 billion people. So you might want to share content with, I don't know, my company.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was just going to say that we should be working together.
And then also you can get in on that. Means that would put you on a trail to getting advertising money and sharing revenue share with you, because if you provide great content, that can create revenue share.
Right.
Because advertisers right.
So what we'll do is we'll have a conference call with our marketing guy. And then we could take it from there. You got my number, so give me a call and we can set up a conference call.
But Marianne, I don't know if let me put my number in there, because I think we should have. Let me put my number in here, because I think we should definitely have a conversation, because
with Anthony.
Yeah, well, because we own, like I own On the Mark TV, he owns Nonprofit TV, and then I'm on his channel, he's on my channel, and then between the two of us, we reach over 1 billion people and then more. So, and my numbers are, I'll even show you my numbers. My numbers are. I don't think that it's hard to beat my numbers. It's real hard. And this is being modest.
You be with the Bubala. You be with me. The thing is, though, with the Nonprofit TV, what you're airing, when you come to Vegas, we could be showing it on our channel. So you'll get constant recognition and seen.
Yeah, let's have a conference call next week. I put my number out there so you guys can give me a call, and we'll have a conference call with the marketing team.
Set it up, Marlene. Set it up. But yeah, you'll see
so
I can give you legit numbers. Wait, hold on a second. What's your email, sir? Hold on. Let me send you these numbers. Hold on. I'll send you some. I'll send you some numbers that'll make your people happy. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up I'll send you some numbers that'll make your people very happy.
Awesome. Emily, podcast engineer, are you setting up the book trailer so we can showcase the book Cool Acts of Kindness, dedicated to Liam McLaughlin, founder out of Seattle, Washington?
Wait, hold on. Let me get this gentleman's. Hold on. Let me get what's your email, sir?
We got
I
it.
got it in the chat.
Just tell
I'll
him
send it
just
to you,
say it.
Mark.
Just say it.
Leon McLaughlin 199 at
Hold
Gmail.
on. Send it to him right now. Like MCLA. I
UGH.
can't look at the. I'm sorry. I can't look at the chat and type in my.
I'm gonna spell
type-
it to you. So it's
Please, thank you, sir.
It's LEON. Leon.
Mm-hmm.
MCLAUGH. You got that?
Yeah, LIN, like
text.
McLaughlin, because like Laughlin, so McLaughlin.
LIN 199
Okay, at.
gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. There.
So
Okay, so
you
I'm
want to
gonna send
repeat it to me?
Nope,
I
I got it. So
texted
it's
to him
Leon
already.
McLaughlin 199 at gmail.com.
You got
Okay.
it.
All right, now hold on a second. Now I'm gonna send it to you as on the mark, MERC TV numbers. And just show these to your marketing people. Just show these. Trust me when I tell you. Just show it.
We'll all be on an email and we'll set up a conference call.
Yes, just show it to. You're talking when you look. There's a linear to. There's key markets and households. You're talking digital platforms. Out of hope. These numbers are real. They're put out by a woman named Maureen Cooper, who's been doing streaming television for over 30 years, and these numbers are modest compared to what they really are. So you can. It's more than that. But this is the numbers we share with people, and these numbers are real. They're legit. They're backed up by a lot of companies, and I stream across a lot of networks. And my numbers
we got
phenomenal.
a great marketing team, so they can talk to you about it, and we'll set up a conference
take a look
call.
at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at these. Just you personally, just take a look, because I know you've been in business for a long time, sir, and you'll understand when you look at these numbers, you're going to be pretty impressed.
It'll go to our marketing people, and they know everything from A to Z. So I'll have us all on the email, and we'll set up a conference call with them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you should take a look at them personally.
I will. We'll do it together, and we'll have a conference call together. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Great. Perfect.
Mark, do you want me to add Anthony's email on the chat as well? Because it could be a conference with all of us.
Mary Ann's been friends with Anthony for years.
Okay.
At least I'd say at least 18 months. Well, no, it's been, let's see, we met each other last April, so it's been over a year. We all met through Kurt. We've known Mary Ann. Anthony's known Mary Ann for a long time.
Yep. We're doing some great stuff with Mary Ann, and we're going to continue to do some great things with it.
Absolutely.
That's why
And so we're all
the
team together. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
like
excited
I said,
about
we'll get on that conference call next week and then take it from there.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be there on the 11th.
Yeah, I wish Mary Ann was going to be here too.
She'll be there soon once we get this funding, because we'll be traveling around the world together.
That sounds like the plan.
Yep.
Okay, good. Perfect. It's all about collaboration. It's all about being together. And in fact,
and check out that link I sent you, and you'll see everything we're doing from A to Z.
on the okay.
I put it in the chat. So you'll see do you see the link that I put in the chat? Just copy that, and then we'll go from there.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're getting down to the last 10 minutes here of the podcast here, and great networking. And Emily, if you could be kind to showcase the book trailer.
For the Love of Water, World Water Year. Join us as we celebrate World Water Day with the 4th book in the Acts of Kindness series by Mary Ann of Waikiki. Meet Robo Motivation, a brave robot delivering clean water to schools worldwide. Alongside Waterflow the whale, our deaf ocean hero, they show that every act of kindness can change the world, one drop at a time. Plus, meet Pollination, the inspiring bee championing sustainability, and Mr. Penmanship, the Emperor Penguin, urging you to stand up for climate change by writing to Greenpeace. Powered by Lucy Lynch's Love is the Only Way. This movement reminds us that love, kindness, and action create waves of change. This book is dedicated to Leon McLaughlin, founder of Clean Water Foundation, Seattle, Washington, USA. All U.S. classroom teachers can request copies for every student through DonorsChoose.org. Support a classroom, build a future. Get your copy today on Amazon and visit actofkindnessseries.com. Unite for the love of water.
Thank you, Emily. Okay, so we're rolling to the end here. So any last comments you'd like to share, Dr. Brian, with meeting everybody here today? Your Las Vegas people are going to meet and greet you in the future.
It was fabulous. I'll keep it on my calendar and attend as often as I can.
Anything you want to share, your website, how can we contact you?
I'll put my email in the chat and my website.
And what's your website name?
The Leadership Continuum.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Leon, how do we get a hold of Clean Water Foundation?
Yes, in that link that I just sent. They can check it out right there. And it tells everything from A to Z. It's in the chat. And like I said, we're going to be doing some great things. And the website is www.cleanwaterfoundationwa.org. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. But yeah, when that link that I sent tells everything from A to Z with our latest projects on what we're doing. And the fundraiser we're going to have next week is going to be totally amazing. And next time I'm on, I'll let you know how it goes. And we're sending water units to Venezuela, and we'll have pictures and articles and the works. We're doing it with Airline Ambassadors International, which is American Airlines nonprofit.
Awesome. So I want to share too with Helene. It was 2 years ago, July, I applied for the Awesome Grant Foundation Award in Honolulu, Hawaii chapter, and I won $1,000. And what we did was we gifted the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind a water unit value, $150. Leon was on campus in October that year of 2024, and we did a Zoom where we presented the deaf principal with the sign language interpreters for the elementary deaf children water unit. And October was anti-bullying month, so we gifted them Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, coloring books, and folk Manus puppets for their library. And also half of that I used to hire Jay Stoyan out of the Disability Channel to interview me. And I traveled to Vancouver, Canada at that time. So I was not back in Hawaii. So we made it happen. And because of Emily and Kurt, we were able to record it. We have a video. And Leon, you want to tell us about sharing the story of being on campus and delivering a water unit to the deaf school, sign language interpreters, me signing? You want to tell that experience to Helene and On the Mark TV in the world?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. We go to the school for the deaf and blind and installed the water unit there. And then what happened was I was at the Waikiki Yacht Club, and I was telling the story there. And one of the guys there was one of the biggest coffee farmers in Hawaii. And he said, I didn't even know we had a school for deaf and blind. And you're doing this great work, and I want to somehow contribute. And that's how we started our Coffee for a Cause Water for Children music project. And now, not only do we have one of the biggest coffee farmers in Hawaii, Menehune Coffee Farms, we also have 10 other coffee farmers around the world with that campaign, which was unbelievable. And it all started out with the water unit installation for the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind. Unbelievable. And now we got a great Coffee for a Cause. You'll see in that link on what we're doing with our new campaign and fundraising for our Coffee for a Cause, Water for Children around the world. And that led up to what we're doing now on sending the water units to Venezuela with American Airlines, nonprofit Airline Ambassadors International. Unbelievable. And the fundraiser we're having at an opera singer's home next week in Kirkland, Washington. The garden
Wow.
party is going to be amazing.
Wow. Good luck.
Working together works.
That's right. That's
and,
amazing.
And you can't win the prize unless you advertise. That's why I said, let's get our marketing people with your marketing people and do something.
I'd like to actually help you with that. I want to show you what we can do. So yeah, let's get together, make a meeting.
Perfect. I just sent the email. So let's all get on that email and go from there. I just got an email from, I think, Mark.
Sir.
Yeah, I just got that email.
Sir. Like I said, when you look, you're gonna love those numbers.
Yeah, it says on the Mark TV.
Yep.
So is Helen on that email also?
No, all the numbers that I wanted to share with you were on there.
Yeah. So maybe add Helen on that email and let's set up the conference call with our marketing people.
Okay.
It's Helene. It's Helene. I
Thank you,
know.
Marianne. Helene, yes.
And I apologize because at first would be when you see the names, the E was not on there, so it was always Helen, but it's Helene.
Queen Helene.
Queen Helene. Leon, Queen Helene.
Yep. So add her on the email and we'll set up that conference call.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
And you got my information. You got my email. You got the phone number. You got the website. You got the work.
I got it all, and I appreciate it. And I look forward to meeting. I have a 1 o'clock presentation that I'm going to now. Not now, it's a virtual. So, Dr. Brian, when I'm done with my 1 o'clock, are you available? Or I could send it to you. I'm meeting with Russell Thomas.
Yeah, I can be there afterwards. I have a meeting in a few minutes also. So anytime after meeting, anytime after 1:30, just call me and I'll hop on Zoom with you.
Okay, sounds great. Awesome.
I'm sending you a text right now.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right, everyone. Virtual hugs.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Nice to meet you, Leon. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Leon.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in Vegas and let's do that conference call this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank
again,
you.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
Mark,
World
I'll
of
talk to you
Ability.
later.
And thank you for World of Ability, and it will be on the World of Ability Network on YouTube. And Emily, do you have any final words to end this podcast? We appreciate you.
Yeah,
No, you should
totally
talk personally.
appreciate it.
Marianne, you should be the host from now on.
Thank you,
Right?
Mark. Thank you. I'm just the creative director at this time.
I nominate you as the host.
All
You're
All right, guys,
boring.
have a great one.
right.
Bye.
Thank you again. Aloha.
Thank you.
Adios.
Aloha. Bye-bye. Shalom.
I'll be like a teenager. I'm not hanging up till all of you hang up. And Marianne, how do I reach out to connect with you?
I just I'll put it in. I have a Gmail text. And my website is
here, I'll just give you my info. It'll just make it easy so you can hop off. Here
No,
it is.
I'll put it in here. I'm just
Okay.
Fortunately I can see good. X. I spaced my email. Okay.